Today is our topic pair of linear equation from class 10th and are also this same name like simultaneous equation of linear equations. What do you mean by linear equation first? Because in earlier classes in 9th class we study about the linear equation one variable and linear equation two variable, also we study in 9th class, but different from 9 because 9th class having only a single equation with two variables, but here we study about the pair of two linear equations. What do you mean by the linear equations? Linear equation means you use the variable and the highest power of the variable is 1. You use variable maybe x, maybe y, maybe z, but their highest power, their highest degree is always 1, therefore it is called linear equations. Because first we discuss about the linear equation in one variable. So first here we generalize all standard form of the equations, like first you use the concept of linear equation in one variable. It means its general form is ax plus b equal to 0. Now here we use the variable x and its highest power is 1. Okay, so therefore general form of linear equation one variable is ax plus b equal to 0. And now linear equation in two variables ax plus by plus c equal to 0, because these two topics we studied in 9th class, therefore this is the prerequisite knowledge. If you start any chapter, first you revise it, which topics you use, and then this further solutions they are easy going. So before of this, first you these two topics you revise it in from the 9th class. Linear equation one variable and linear equation in two variables. It means you have a single equation in one variable and single equation in two variables. We have here ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and where a, b and c are the constant term, and compulsory, that is a is not equal to 0 and b also not equal to 0. Okay, because if they are equal to 0, then one variable is I think is 0. This term is 0, this term is 0, then your constant only equal to 0. That is not possible. So it is compulsory if you want to do variable equation, then your coefficient of x and y they are not equal to 0. Okay, that is the standard form of two variable linear equations. Now discuss about the topic, because our topic is pair of linear equation in two variables. So now here we consider the general form of the equations in two variables. So pair of linear equation in two variables, here we consider a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Because any type of equation, suppose you have a one variable equation, then you require one equation and then you got the solution of that equations. But now here you have two variable linear equation, it means that is required on the number of variables and number of equations are same. If you solve the equations, then number of variables are 2, so number of equations also must be 2. And then suppose you have the three variable linear equations, then it is compulsory they are given in form of threes. Like 3 number of equation is given there, then 3 variable linear equation is solution is possible. So here you have two variables, so compulsory you calling equation 1 and 2, because for solving this type of linear equations, that is compulsory, they are given number of variables is 2, then number of equation also that is 2. Okay, and here a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2 are the constant and x and y are the variables. So this is the general form of linear equation with two variable. And then now the second concern about the topic is what? How you find the linear solution of these equations. So here we write down the concept for method for solving linear equations. Method for solving linear equation, which means you have the linear equation, then how many methods apply for the solving this type of linear equations. So basically you use two types of method. One is graphical method and other is algebraic method. Graphical method, it means you draw the equation on the graph and then you got the solutions. And another one is algebraic. And algebraic having again three different types of method you apply there. So algebraic method, it means substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. So basically in your syllabus there are four types of method. Basically there One is graphical, other is algebraic. But algebraic is divided into three parts: substitution, elimination and cross multiplication. So here mainly there are four methods basically: graphical method, substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. So one by one here we explain related to the chapters. Like, so first we start graphical method. In graphical method, first you require the graph paper. Okay, if you watch this video, then first you have notebook and then second one is graph copy, because you apply the graphical method, then it is required for the graph. Okay, so now here we explain about the graphical method, how we solve the linear equation, given linear equation on graphs, and then how we got the value of x and y, how many conditions are there, how many situations are there, how many cases are there. We all study about the on graphical method, how many situations or cases created by the linear equations. Then we see further for graphical methods. Here we discuss about the graphical method because for solving there are two, especially we describe the methods graphical and algebraic. Therefore here we explain about the aspect and some situations, some cases, discuss about the graphical methods. So in graphical method, first we write down the equations, and here we calling the equation 1 and 2. Your first equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and then a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. You calling 1 and 2. And then what is the first you doing there? So first point is what? Find the at least two solution each of equation. What do you mean by find at least two solution here? Like you put the value of one variable and find the other. So this concept you use 3 times. This method for finding the variables you do 3 times, more than 3 times, like 4-5 times also you do here. So basically, what you first what process you apply there? Any type of equation you want to draw on the graph paper, then basic requirement is axis point. What do you mean by the axis point? It means you find on the y-axis or you find on the x-axis, and then basically first you put 0. Suppose you put the value of x equal to 0, it means you find the coordinate on y-axis. If you put x equal to 0, then you have here value of y variable. After putting the value of x equal to 0, you got y, and similarly you put y equal to 0 and then you got value of x. So simultaneously you apply this process. You put x equal to 1, you put x equal to 2, you put so many values for the equations, both the equations one by one, and then we draw the table for equation 1 and draw the table for equation 2. Like you draw the table for equation 1, here you have, so first you write down x and y. Here you put x equal to 0 like here, and then you got the value of y, so you write down value of y here. And similarly you put y equal to 0, so you put y equal to 0 here, and value of x you write down here. And then similarly you put x equal to something, x equal to here and x equal to here, at least 2, it means more than 2 value find out on the table. Similarly same for equation 1 and same for equation 2. You do the same process for both the equations. Okay, then after getting the points, the second step is all the given finding points, you plot the points from the table on the graph paper. First you take out the points here where like x and y, you take out here and you plot on the graph. After, while plotting the graph, the following 3 cases arises, because you draw the plot and you have 2 equations. So how many possibilities are there? First we describe the possibilities. So here we have the 3 cases. So discuss about the first case. You have the first case, the 2 lines are intersected at a point. It means your both lines are cut at a particular points. Then therefore this type of solution, this type of method, like you have the unique solution for 2 equations, because both the equations they cut at a particular point, it means they have a single solution, and single solution it means then the equation have unique solution, and their unique solution is, suppose here we consider x equal to c and y equal to d, because here we consider as an example, not a fixed value got the c and d, but we have the value of c and d from the after intersecting 2 equations. And now this type of equation is called, the equation are said to be consistent, because there are two situations, consistency and inconsistency. Consistency, it means you find the solution. If solution is possible there, then your equation have the consistent. If solution is not possible, then your equation have inconsistent. So here we discuss about the first case. In first case, lines are intersected. Similarly, we have the second case. In second case, the two lines are parallel to each other. It means your both the lines, they are going on the same directions. There is no change in the direction. Your angle is 0 because they travel in the same direction. Their distance is same. Between the distance is same. Therefore, these lines are parallel. And now the equation have no solutions, because after cutting the equation, after intersecting the equations, they have the solutions. But both the equation, they travel on the same direction and their angle will be 0. Their distance between two lines are same. In this case, we don't have solutions. So therefore, this situation is called no solution. And no solution, then this situation is also called inconsistency, because any type of equation they have not the solution, then you say that that equation is having inconsistency. Okay, now here we discuss the last case. The two lines are coincides each other. What do you mean by the coincides? It means overlapping. Your first line is overlapping with the second. Means first line touching completely or completely fill up overlapping with the other line. It means both lines are in the same way. Like each and every point of first line, they are touching with the second lines. It means these lines have the infinite solutions, because number of points is not here counting, because each and every point of first line, they are touching with the second line, because they are coincides, they are overlapping. Therefore, this type of equation have consistent, because they have the solutions. But not here we describe about the number of solutions, because number of solutions is infinite. Therefore, we discuss in graphical method or in other method also we have discussed. But basically, after drawing the lines, we have three situations, three cases. First is intersecting two lines. It means both the lines, they are intersected. Two lines are parallel, they are traveling the same directions. Their angle will be 0. Their distance between two lines are same. And third case is overlapping to each other. Coincide, it means overlapping to each other. So we discussed about this three cases and this three situations here we discussed. And now, because this is the generalized idea about the concept, and here we discuss about the methods, because basically here we have two methods, graphical and algebraic. And here we discuss the first graphical method and their concepts and their ideas. And now we start the examples, how we do this whole concept, how we start this concept, because here we have the example for unique solution, it means they intersecting. Second example for the parallel lines, and third example we have discussed here the coincides. Okay, now here the example. Here we have two equations. First equation is x plus y equal to 2. Second equation is x minus y equal to 4. There are two equations. Here we calling like 1 and 2. And now we find the process the same, because in previously I explained about the graphical method and how you start the question. I also explained in the method, in the concept. So now we start from the first equation. So first here we draw for equation 1, you write down here. Okay, then you also draw the table for equation 1. You write down the points, at least 2 points. Basically, you draw 3 or 4, depend on you. And now you write down the equation like x plus y equal to 2. Okay, then we start the substituting. Like here you substitute. First you find the point on the axis and then you put x equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0, then 0 plus y equal to 2. It means your y equal to 2. So you write down here, if you put the value of x 0, then you have value of y is 2. Okay, then similarly put another point on the axis, like put y equal to 0, then we have x plus 0 equal to 2. So implies x equal to 2. Okay, we have the second point. Similarly, we have the first point here, so you put 0, then you got 2. Okay, now then put x equal to 1. If you put x equal to 1, then 1 plus y equal to 2. So y equal to 2 minus 1, then y equal to 1. Okay, now you substituting the value of x as a 1, then your value of y is same again 1. And then put x equal to minus 1. Okay, then you have minus 1 plus y equal to 2. So y equal to 2 plus 1 and y equal to 3. So here you have value of y equal to 3. So that is a very easy concept. You put first you write down the equation and then you find the axis point, then on finding the axis point, like you put x equal to 0, then you have value of y. Similarly, you put y equal to 0, then you got the value of x is 2. And similarly x equal to 1 and then x equal to minus 1, and then you have the table, complete table. So this is the same process you apply for the equation 2. So you write down here for equation 2. For equation 2. So basically here we draw the table. Your situation is same. Again you draw the table for second equation. Again you find out the same condition. You draw. There are 4 points in table. Okay, similarly you write down the equation x minus y equal to 4. So first line is what? First concept is you put x equal to 0, then 0 minus y equal to 4. So y equal to minus 4. Okay, you have the value of minus 4. Similarly, you got value of x is 0, then y is minus 4. Now put for y equal to 0, because now you find the point on the x-axis. So y equal to 0. On putting y equal to 0, you have value of x is 4. Okay, so both points are different now. Here you put y here, then you got value of x is 4 here. Okay, then you have these both points, they are lying on the axis, and then put x equal to like 1, and then you have 1 minus y equal to 4, and then 1 minus 4 equal to y, so minus 3 equal to y. So after putting here value, like you put x equal to 1, then you have value of y is minus 3. Similarly, put x equal to 2, so 2 minus y equal to 4, and 2 minus 4 equal to y, so minus 2 equal to y. And then you put the value of x is 2, then your value of y is minus 2. Okay, then from the given concept, that is very easy going. You put the value of x, and then after putting you got the value of y after simplify your equation. So this solution you find out how many times depend on you. Compulsory this 4 points is sufficient, like you put x equal to 0, then you have the value of y in integer form. Are you getting like y equal to 0, then your value of x is also in form of the integers, then these points are not required. Okay, that is not compulsory you find out this. But suppose maybe this two rest of the points, they are in form of decimal, they are from the fractions, and fraction also, that is not draw on the line. So only in that cases you find out more than 2 points. But after putting the value of x and y, you got your answer in form of the integers, then that is not required the other points. Okay, because here we have like same draw the graph. Now basically second line method is what? Now you got the value of points on the table 1 and table 2. Now these points we plot on the graph. So here we draw the graph first. Okay, then you have the graph paper, then you draw on the graph paper. If you have not graph paper, then you draw on the copy with the help of scale. You first drawing the points. Okay, how many highest points are there? 3 and here 4. So you denote the points like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here. Similarly, same drawing here. Minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5. Similarly, you have 1, 2, 4 and 5. Also you draw here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5 because why this quadrant is first quadrant having plus plus sign, second quadrant having minus and plus, third quadrant having sign both are negative, and similarly fourth quadrant is plus minus. Okay, so there are four quadrant. First quadrant signs both are positive, second quadrant minus plus, third quadrant minus minus, and first quadrant is plus minus. Okay, now here we have the table like first value x equal to 0, then second value y equal to 2. So first pair is 0, 2 because you have the pair, so you draw a pair here like first pair is 0, 2, second pair is 2, 0, third pair is 1, 1 and fourth pair is minus 1, 2. You write down all the coordinate pair before of the graph because for easy drawing, because you have value of x is 0 and then y equal to 2. So similarly you dotted here. This point you dot 2. Now 2, 0. It means x on 2. So this is, now you have the sufficient condition like both the axis points are you now getting, then that is not required. You could draw the like 1, 1 and minus 1, 2. Because axis point is not often, only on the case, other cases maybe you draw the all points as a dotted and then you join all the points and you draw the line. So similarly we have the line like you draw it here. Okay, and then write down the equation, which equation you have. So after drawing you got the value of this equation is x plus y equal to 2. Okay, and now the second situation here we have like your first coordinate is 0, minus 4 and then 4, 0. Similarly 1, minus 3 and 2, minus 2. So first we draw 0, minus 4 means y-axis having minus 4. So you draw here minus 4. Okay, and then 4, 0. 4, 0 that is on the x-axis. Okay, so first coordinate on y-axis, here you have the negative axis because 0, minus 4 it means this plus and minus sign. So that is lying on the fourth quadrant, and now 4, 0 that is plus plus that is lying on the first quadrant. So now we have these points. So we draw this line again. Okay, this is the solution now. You draw this line and the equation is x minus y equal to 4. Okay, so this is the intersection here. Like you have 3 and here 1. So this coordinate is 3, minus 1. So solution of the equations are as x equal to 3 and y equal to minus 1. Okay, then how your answer are correct or wrong? You put this two value in equation 1. And then for the checking of your answer x plus y equal to 2, then 3 plus of minus 1 equal to 2, so 2 equal to 2. Okay, so verified. Our answer is verified. The graphical method is very easy because after drawing you got the direct value of x and y. What is this time taking? Because you find the value for x and y, then too much time taking. But first you draw the graph like table for finding table 1 and then table 2, and then all these points you plot on the graph, and then you got the value of x and y with the help of intersections point where they are lying on the graph, and then you decided which points they have, and then after putting these points you got the value of x and y. Now we have the second example and we have the second type of equations. First equation x minus x plus 2y equal to 9, minus 3x plus 6y equal to 21. You calling equation 1 and here you calling equation 2. Okay, now same procedure here we apply. Table for equation 1, because in previous equation also we do the same. So in this equation also process is same, terminology is same, there is no change in the process. So we draw the table same here, and then Here we write down the equation one like minus x plus 2y equal to 9. So you write down here minus x plus 2y equal to 9. And now again according to the same process, because in methods in concept here we describe, first you find the axis on points, like point on the axis. So how you find point on the axis? So you substitute the value of the variable is 0 here, like, and then you put 0, then 2y equal to 9, so y equal to 4.5. So this is the draw on the graph because it is easy going, it is terminating term. And then y equal to 0. So you put minus x plus 0 equal to 9, then x equal to minus 9. So you got the first pair like 0 and 4.5, and second is 0 and minus 9. Okay, so this pair is called point axis points. And now similarly we put x equal to 1. So minus 1 plus 2y equal to 9, then minus 1 tends to here, so 9 plus 1 is 10, and 2y equal to 10 means y equal to 5. You got the value of y equal to 5. Similarly, here put y equal to 3 because our term here you divide like 9 and 9 plus 3 is 12. So here we taking the numbers which are divisible by 2 because we have the odd number, so we consider odd number here. Like x equal to 3, then minus 3, then 9 plus 3 is 12, and 2y equal to 12 means y equal to 6. So after putting 3 you got the value of y as a 6. Okay, so this is the concept for table 1. Similarly, we have the concept for table 2, like your equation minus 3x plus 6y equal to 21. So you add down here minus 3x plus 6y equal to 21. And then again same situation you have. Again you find the axis point. So for this you put x equal to 0. If you put x equal to 0, then 0 equal to 6y equal to 21. So 3 7 are 21, 3 2 are 6, 7 by 2 we know that is 3.5. And similarly second, for the second axis, like for x axis y equal to 0 and minus 3x plus 0 equal to 21, so x equal to minus 7. So you got the value of x is minus 7. So now we have second pair 0 and minus 7 here. And similarly you put x equal to 1, so minus 3 plus 6y equal to 21. So minus 3 tends to here, so 21 plus 3 is 24. So 6 4 are 24, so value of y equal to 4. Similarly put x equal to 3. So minus 3 these are 9 because 9 plus 21 is 30. So 6y equal to 30 means y equal to 5. And now again in the same way you put x equal to minus 1. And then minus minus is plus, so 3 6y equal to 21, so 21 minus 3 is 18 and 6 is 18. So we have here 5 values we draw on the table. Okay, then these all points you draw on the graph. Okay, similarly we draw the same graph because the highest point is 9, here highest point is 7. So we draw the 9 by 9, all points there are 9 9. Okay, so in the first quadrant like plus plus same here. And in second quadrant we have minus plus, and now here you have minus minus, similarly plus and minus. Okay, then first we draw the graph, their points plus and minus both, and then first we bring the first pair like 0 4.5, like same here you write down first pair here like minus 9 comma 0, 1 comma 5 and 3 comma 6. Okay, all points you write down here. Now draw here 0 4.5, so you draw here 4.5, and then minus 9, so you draw minus 9. Now you join this line here. After also you check out 1 and 5, so yes it is clear 1 and 5, then 3 and 6. Similarly you draw the 3 and 6. You also maybe write down here like 1 and 5, and you write down 3 and 6. Okay, and this point is 0 4.5. Similarly you add down here minus 9 comma 0. Okay, then we have the second table. In second table we have 0 comma 3.5, and then minus 7 comma 0, 1 comma 4, 3 comma 5, minus 1 comma 3. Okay, so we write down here like similarly 0 3.5 we have 0.35 here, so this point is 0.35. Similarly this point is minus 7 comma 0, this point is minus 1 comma 3. Similarly here you have 1 comma 4, and this point is 3 comma 5. Okay, so all points you write down here, draw the line and then draw the line. Okay, then after drawing the all the coordinates from the table 1 and 2, we find out both the lines they are not intersecting, because both lines they are traveling the same directions, so they are not intersecting. It means they are the parallel lines, so there is no solutions. So equations have no solution. Okay, so this is the inconsistency. Equations are inconsistent. So both equations are inconsistent. So in first example, we have the condition for the intersecting of two lines. Second example, this is the condition for parallel lines, because we have the parallel lines, and then we find out that there is no solution because lines are not intersecting. So now the last example for the coincides. Now here we take the example for two lines are coincides, and then how many solutions are possible. Okay, now we have the third example, and the equation is x minus 2y equal to 5 and 3x minus 6y equal to 15. So therefore you calling equation number 1 and 2. Similarly, again we finding according to the previous question, according to the concept of the graphical method. First we draw the table, first we find out the coordinate for the table 1. It means table 1 is for equation 1. So you write down table for equation 1, you write down the equation 1 is x minus 2y equal to 5. And similarly again the concept is same apply here. We find the point on the axis, like you put x equal to 0, then minus 2y equal to 5, then y equal to minus 2.5. You put y equal to 0, then x equal to 5. Similarly you put x equal to 1, then y equal to minus 2, and then x equal to 3, and then you got the value of y is minus 1. So these 4 points you substitute in the table. And similarly we draw the same table for equation 2, x and y. Again we write down the points, again we write down the equation 3x minus 6y equal to 15. Now you put x equal to 0, then minus 6y equal to 15. So you have y equal to, here minus 3 2s and 3 5s, so you got the value of 5 by 2, that is 2.5 again. And then similarly we substitute the value of y equal to 0, so we have the value of x equal to 5. And similarly x equal to 1, and then value of y is minus 2, value of x is 3, then you have the value of y is minus 1. Okay, so these again we have the 4 values, again we write down in the table, and then procedure is same. Again first you draw the graph, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, in first quadrant you have plus plus, second quadrant you having minus plus sign. Similarly you have minus minus here, and you have here plus minus. Okay, and then we draw the points on the table. We draw here, like your first point is 0 minus, you write down pair, like first pair is 0 minus 2.5, 5 comma 0, 1 minus 2, and 3 minus 1. This is for equation 1, and this is the same for equation 2, because both tables are same. First you watch your table coordinate like same, 0 minus 2.5, 5 0, 1 minus 2, 3 minus 1. And then same here, 0 minus 2.5, 5 0, 1 minus 2 and 3 minus 1. Okay, then we draw on the graph paper, like first your coordinate is minus 2.5, so here we dot it. First is 0 minus 2.5 and second is 5 comma 0. If you dotted here 5 comma 0, and then second point is 1 minus 2, we draw here, and 3 and here. Okay, join all the points, because both the tables are same, so both points are coincident, both lines are coincident, their coordinate is same, means first line is overlapping to the second line. Okay, so if both lines are overlapping to each other, it means they have many solutions. Because only one point touches the other equation, then you have one solution. It means you have unique solutions. But these equations have overlapping to each other completely. Therefore, they touch many points, infinite points. So their solution is infinite solutions. So solution of equation are infinitely, and then equation is consistent, are consistent. So this is the condition of consistency, because now here we discuss there are three types of uh, cases. Here we discuss for the graphical method, because in pair of linear equation, basically here we describe there are two methods, graphical method and algebraic method. But in this video we discuss only the graphical method. And graphical method, their procedure, how you start the questions, how many steps you are doing there. So basically which type of memory you require for the solutions, like we write down in the concept. Basically first you write down at least two solutions for equation 1 and 2. So we draw the table for equation 1 and separate draw the table for equation 2. And then all the coordinates given in table we write down in form of the pair. Okay, we write all the points we plot on the graph, and then we decide if equations are intersected, it means they have unique solution. If both lines are going on the same direction with the same distance, it means they are parallel lines, they have no solution, they are inconsistency. And then third condition is what here we have the example for the coincides. Coincide, it means both lines are overlapping to each other. It means they touch many points, so they have many solutions, they have infinite solutions. So this is also case of consistency. Okay, so in this video we discuss about the graphical method. In other video we discuss about the algebraic method, because algebraic method there are three. So you watch this video.